Hey, honey?
Yep.
Do you want to go to Missoula today?
Sure, I guess.
Missoula. It's just in Montana. That's not too far away. Let's see. 4 hours by car. Wow. I guess that beats the 67 hours of walking. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that could probably do with a sharpening. We should test it real quick. You know, it's not horrible, but then again, I'm not a saw expert, so I have no idea what it should cut like.
What it could cut like.
But it certainly doesn't cut like a block of just iron. Yeah, it'd be exciting to see what this thing should do.
It's pretty good.
Hey. I feel like I got a haircut today.
There's a lot in here.
Perfect. So everything looks good. Now we have to figure out how to get the saw in there. Come on, little saw.
There's been more awkward things in a Cessna 182. I can guarantee you that.
I think that's really good right there. It's gonna sit between those seats.
Yeah, that
It's not
does
gonna
wedge
move,
it a little bit.
and we're gonna be sitting up there, so there's lots of room back here. I think it's going nowhere. I think we're ready. You ready?
I think so. We're gonna have a good flight.
Heck yeah. Everyone keeps saying it's so smooth up there.
All right, but there are clouds over the mountains.
I'm not sure where they're flying.
And we have not ordered our barf bags on Amazon yet.
Nope. So we'll go find out and we'll report back whether it's really smooth or not. Clear prop!
Those snowbanks melted so fast.
Yeah.
Things used to be huge.
Nice to wear normal shoes today, not having to wear boots for once.
Right?
So we were going about our normal course of our day and our week, right?
Yeah.
We had an email in our inbox, and someone said that they were traveling up to our area to take a saw sharpening course.
Yeah, apparently it's like for these big crosscut saws that you see, you know, like people packing into the backcountry and stuff. Well, they saw one in our video. They're like, hey, is there any chance I could get that saw from you guys? Because we'd really love to sharpen it. And I was like, honestly, I haven't looked at that saw in like 2 years because I've been too busy with other stuff. But I kind of scratched my chin. I'm like, I don't know, like, I mean, I wouldn't mind having it sharpened. I don't really know if it's sharp or not. I hadn't really looked at it. So I thought, well, I don't know. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. What's the details? And they're like, hey, we're coming to Missoula. And we're like, oh, it's not exactly in our neck of the woods, really. You only have to cross like 3 mountain ranges. I kind of sent him an email back. I was like, So I was like, well, if I get to take Alyssa for a Sunday flight and we get to fly over the mountains and it's a beautiful day and we get a cup of coffee and we get a saw sharpened out of it, it could be kind of fun. So I'm like, well, I don't know. Let's see what happens because we've had some pretty inclement weather lately. And this is not a flight that we would want to do if the weather was even questionable at all. And here we are.
Made it.
Yeah. Got their voicemail.
Voicemail.
Let's try a text. Maybe they're millennials. Like, this thing calls people?
I don't think millennials go to saw sharpening classes. Millennials go to, like, how do I take a better selfie class? So there were 2 courtesy cars when we got here. The important looking pilots got the nicer looking car. So
Man, you can't catch a break. It's like, just because the guy owns a $6 million jet doesn't mean he should drive the nice courtesy car.
we need to look more important.
Right, who are we complaining? I mean, it's a long walk. We'll take the car.
Cool, got the saw out.
Yep,
She made it.
Ready. So I sent them a text message. I think we should just leave it here and then go get a cup of coffee and enjoy ourselves.
Yep, let's do that.
And then, if anything, we'll just eat and run, or saw and run. Anything else you want out of here?
I think I'm good. Do you think there's ever been a crosscut saw dropped off in FBO before? This FBO. You know, it is Montana.
There's probably several of these in the FBO, so this will be 0% awkward.
Exactly.
Now, if we were in Los Angeles, this would be very awkward. So it sounds like he already came.
I got it.
We missed him. We'll just post like a Craigslist personal.
A missed connection.
Missed connection in Missoula. This will be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah. Sorry, riding dirty car. Thanks.
What'd you get? Ooh, that does look pretty stinking good, not gonna lie.
Well, we haven't heard back from him, have we?
Yeah, no word. Radio silence. I don't know what's going on.
You think his phone might be off?
I sent email, text message, phone call. We actually sent the Pony Express after him. I don't know.
But we are up against evening, so we got a little bit later start than we wanted, so we have to head back. So we're gonna cruise by the airport and hang out there a little bit longer and see if there's any chance we can meet up.
All right, off we go in our...
Worst case, the saw sits at the FBO for a week until we can go get it again.
I think it'll all work
But hopefully it makes its way to where it needs to go.
Yep. Did you want to go home?
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Oh, okay. So we met him, and it looks good. It looks like our saw is not going to win a trophy for the most beautiful saw ever award. In our defense,
we saved it from the rusty demise. I think that's what he's passionate about too. So it's kind of fun. We got to shake hands, meet them. They're going to be here all week learning to sharpen saws.
He said, we'll see what the guru says about this one. Found a crack in it.
You know, we're all about the underdog, I think. And that saw,
it's an underdog. Come on, underdog.
Yeah, it's got some blemishes, got some character. So anyway, he's going to work on that all week, keep in touch with us, and hopefully we find out that it was worth saving. I guess if there's anyone who can figure out how to save it, it's these people. It sounds like they're going up upon the mountain to the altar, to the guru, and he'll know what to do with it. So now we got to get home because it's going to get dark. Clear prop.
Made it back.
Made it a little bit later than we wanted to, but we kind of saw that coming. We knew if we didn't get out of there, we'd get caught. But thankfully, it's an area we know. So, yep, now we wait to hear from them, and we either get a horrific bill of health or we get really good news. We found a rare saw from King George III from 400 BC. I don't know. Highly doubt it. Now we wait till we hear from them, and then we'll probably be back over there.
Bugaboo, we heard that our saw is ready. Do you want to go? You do want to go to Missoula? You want to go with us? Okay, pack your bags, okay? Alright. Okay, pack your bags and we'll see you in the car, okay?
Well, we have good and bad news this morning.
Yep.
The good news is that Gordon emailed us a couple days after dropping the saw off.
Yeah.
And he said it sharpened up beautifully. Not only that, but it cuts beautifully.
It's kind of like when you go in for your first doctor visit, when the doctor uses the C word and they do a biopsy. That's kind of the conversation that we had with Gordon about this saw. He looks at it and goes, oof, how do I break this to these poor people without offending them? The good news is it's not cancer, and the saw is working good.
The bad news is that the weather has turned this week, so this is our only window, and by window I don't even mean day, I mean hour window, to get to Missoula and back before fighting weather. We think we have a pretty clear path.
We're gonna take the scenic route today.
Scenic route.
I think. I mean, there's a chance we can take the other scenic route. I mean, there's not really
there's a non-scenic. There's no non-scenic
yeah,
routes.
That's the beautiful thing about here is even if you have to take a detour, it's still pretty. We'll see what happens.
Ooh, green grass.
I see green.
It is in a line. That's a little odd. That's where the fertilizer truck spilled.
Clear prop.
Weather said that there was parachute operations on the northwest side of the airport, which is where we are. So keep your eye out for people, airplanes, parachutes.
For 537, you do have traffic ahead. To your left is a Twin Otter doing a paradrop operation, so remain north of your runway at all times.
You pointed again? Oh, got it.
Jump rate 3, Missoula Tower, you're number 2 to follow, Skyline on about a 2-mile final. Report traffic in sight, runway 12, clear to land.
We have that traffic in sight, 5237.
There's people jumping out of that plane?
Yeah.
Skyline 337, turn left, next taxiway, it's Golf. Hold short up Alpha and contact ground off runway.
121.
Yeah, it looks like Delta, sort of.
What does?
That plane.
Missoula ground, Skyline 52337. We're on Golf at Alpha, holding short of Alpha. We'd like to go to Minuteman, 52337.
Number 337, taxi straight ahead of port.
Got a Twin Otter behind us. Still a little bit of wake turbulence there behind that jet. Feel it blowing us around. Hey, there's a good courtesy car. We don't have to walk.
Okay.
Yes.
Fill her up.
Did you see this, Jesse?
That's how you know they love us. And they said we have a permanent parking space, and even if there's really expensive jets, that they'll move the jets out of the way for us, which is just fantastic.
gotta milk these pregnancy perks while I can, because it's gonna end soon.
I kind of like it. Can we park in like handicap spots right now?
They have an expecting mothers spot at some places.
Really?
And some people say like, sweet, fat man barbecuing, parking finally.
Now I know. I was not sure before, and now with the red carpet treatment, I know they love us. It's just really sad because you won't be able to fly for a while, so
Yep.
guess I'm gonna have to park out in the back 40 again. We'll just put like a cardboard cutout of you in the passenger seat so I keep getting the royal treatment.
So the important question is, are we going to the ranger station before or after coffee? Right before.
Right. No.
No?
We should probably do coffee because I don't know how far it is, and if we get lost,
right,
being lost with
or
coffee.
Or if we realize that we have to jet back quickly, we don't want to risk Starbucks.
Right. Well, being lost with coffee
is always better.
Is basically the same as knowing where you're at. So I say coffee, then we'll figure out where in the world this ranger station is.
We just ordered a Scooby snack, which is like a vanilla chai and peanut butter. And my college memory serves me right. A Scooby snack was one of my favorite drinks. It's like a melon liqueur. Things were bomb. Never go to Google Images on camera. You never know what's gonna come up, but Scooby snack, I think we're safe. So where are we going more specifically?
Oh, ironically, we're actually going right back where we just flew through.
Oh, cool.
But there's no good airport there, so we flew clear down to Missoula.
So 26-minute drive.
So we're about 21 miles, 26 minutes. We gotta jump on the interstate, head up that valley again, and then we're looking for the 9-mile ranger station. So if you see trees and like rangers and stuff,
we're getting close.
Or if you see firefighters, and we're good. She knew we wanted whipped cream. We didn't even have to ask.
It's totally parachuters. Oh, there we go.
Pull up! Terrain,
pull up.
I wonder if that plane is gonna drop another one, like it's doing another lap around.
See the plane.
Well,
I see him, but I don't see him. There he is. Nope, that's poop on the windshield.
I know, right? Oh, there, somebody just jumped out.
Oh, I can't see it on here.
Oh wow, there they go. Wait for it. Poof.
Nice.
There's a parachute. Another parachute.
There's a plane.
How fun.
Yep, there's no cell service up here, just checked.
Uh-oh. I don't think there's too many people around, so it should be pretty easy to find. We're not in peak fire season. Maybe we'll get to see a pack mule. It's a Forest Service pack mule trailer. That's kind of fun. Cool.
It was a very good quality saw.
Huh, okay. So you guys did lop a little bit off.
You can tell that we took about 7 or 8 inches off.
Wow.
To get past the cracks and the
big
broken
crack.
teeth.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we drove up here and we're like, oh, I think this is where they've been testing the saws at.
We just flew right over the top of you. We actually cut right through the little draw right.
We got you a custom-made sheath.
Look at that. That's way classier
way better than the foam.
Talk about Frankenstein.
You know, now that it's shorter, we'll have no problem getting it in the courtesy car.
I snapped off one of the teeth.
Oh, okay.
Then I went very carefully. I looked at all the other teeth, and there's another one back here that's cracked. And so I didn't do any set on it. Because you know, to set the teeth on these things, you whack it with a hammer.
Basically, ting, ting, ting. I don't think any of those teeth were set. I don't think it had a set.
Because it had a set, but it did not have a consistent set.
Okay. Because when I was trying to just give it a couple tugs at the house, you could feel like it would go and it would bite. And you could tell it was just biting on the blade itself. So I was thinking maybe there was no set at all. So this represents 2 days of work?
This is, yeah, about a day and a half.
Day and a half, wow.
I was expecting 2 or 3 days, honestly.
Yeah, you gave us very reasonable expectations about is anything good going to happen at all.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad that you could practice on a saw that had no life in it anyway.
All right.
Well, that's a really cool handle.
Wow.
It totally makes sense, and it supports the end of the blade. And...
You know, you could rotate this sideways
Cool.
like that.
Gotcha.
Huh. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, so
I think
this
we need
looks
to fellow tree by hand. What do you think?
Well, yeah, that's rite of passage right there. I mean, let's start small. Let's not go for the big tree.
Well, you want to give it a shot since you're the one who ran it before.
Yeah. Do we need to clean the bark off, or are we just gonna go for it?
Look at the slugs.
What?
Down
Yeah,
here.
I see that you guys have been doing some testing out here.
So you can tell how sharp it is just based on what the shavings look like.
Shavings.
Though they are very crisp, aren't they?
Big.
They're called noodles. When they're long
Noodles.
like that, they're noodles.
I would go with noodles. So already it just cuts like butter.
Wow.
And there was no noodles.
No
I don't know what was
noodles,
coming
nope.
out, but it wasn't noodles. It was chunks of something.
If you want, we can get a handle on the other end.
Hey. Zero technique. I mean, you can be the sharpest saw in the world, and I still probably won't cut.
Well, it means a lot. The technique means a lot, I'll tell you. So you got a pretty good stance. So you just want to pull it. Try to pull it straight, but you got to pull up, lift up a little bit when it goes back, because your shoulder and arm are supposed to come up with the belly and the front. Yeah, that looks good.
So I was thinking about getting a gym membership, but I think
Right?
I'm good now.
You got it.
Twice the speed. Yeah, but they actually you cut it in about 2/3.
Oh, I'm moving fast now.
You're getting to the bottom end of it now.
Falls off. Don't drop the saw.
Okay, yeah, right.
I'm lucky that we're getting in the middle.
Okay. Right there.
Wow. Beautiful. My goodness.
Hot too. A little bit of sap in there.
Yeah, it's kind
A
of
little sappy.
Kind of pitchy. Oh, it's a little bit thin on the bottom there. I didn't realize
It was thin on this side.
Yeah.
It wasn't on the
Oh,
bottom.
I see.
Oh.
But it cut straight. It didn't curve.
Yeah, there's we didn't bite at any time.
No.
No like pinching or turning.
Well,
Wax or oil? Or?
there was rust on here, so we took it with a pumice stone and water. You water for
Interesting.
lubricant, get a pumice stone, and you get about 90% of the rust off.
Wow.
Wow, okay. Wouldn't have guessed that.
I feel like we should have
people
taken
like me.
before and
Right, right,
afters.
And I really
Yeah.
appreciate you guys letting me work on this, because, you know, where I'm from, there's so few of these around.
Yep.
People who have them aren't going to let a beginner work on them.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
She'll even fit across the back seat. Oh no, maybe not.
Well, maybe.
I think she'll fit.
It'll fit. Look
Sweet.
at that. Look at
That's
that.
awesome. Wow.
That's so cool.
That's crazy. I can feel the magic of the class
Yeah.
and the skill and
When
stuff.
I proposed this idea, I totally knew. I'm like, this sounds pretty retarded.
That's
like,
the best stuff though. Sounds like this is crazy.
like-
Let's do it.
but what if? Like, what if it's pretty cool? I don't know. And I think he's really cool. The class seems really passionate.
Yeah. So this guy is Gordon's Shelter Institute. That's
Yep.
what he said.
Well, the
And
waiting list.
I think this just goes to show us that good education from someone that knows what they're doing and hands-on experience, it really is
Yep.
priceless.
Yep.
And it knows no distance.
Well, and this saw was totally like a humane society saw with all kinds of bad scars and wounds and stuff, and the guy totally knew how to handle it. And I feel like that really helped Gordon. Actually, having a bad saw helped
work
him
on,
learn
yep.
more than working on something that's already good. So
I think it's motivation for us, something we've been wanting to do
yeah,
one of these years, is really take inventory of all of our tools. And we do have
Yep.
a lot of older tools, and I feel like we are passionate about maintaining them
Yep.
and restoring them and making them in their best condition possible.
yep. But we gotta go home. The weather's falling
Yeah.
in. Look at this. Like it's already deteriorating. There's showers all over the place. We knew
Yep.
it would be a short window, and boy, I don't think we knew it would be
Well, we
this short.
considered driving, but it
Yep.
surely could have been an overnighter, which we weren't really wanting to do.
Yep.
But I'm glad we were able to make this work. I'm really glad we were able to meet up with Gordon
Yeah.
before he left,
And he said,
instead of just dropping it off at the airport.
yeah, that wouldn't have felt right. I don't know. It would have left something wishful. And we got the cookie to prove it, which is nice. He did say something about pomegranate jelly too, which is something we can't really grow.
No, that's
So-
probably my favorite.
Their
favorite jelly.
their pomegranates are to our huckleberries.
Yep, that's true. trying to figure out if we're good to fly home or if the weather's gonna prevent us. I think so far we're thinking we're good if we continue to fly the valleys back.
Yeah, just where we were at the ranger station, kind of looking up the valley, which is where we flew over, ironically. It's kind of closing in. It's just rain. The visibility's not dropped a whole lot. And just looking at the radar, it's kind of just staying to the west of the airport. It's not really moving to the north, but chin scratch for sure. I think we're good to go. It looks like that weather's somewhat stationary. It is moving, but very slowly. It's a pretty shallow wave of moisture. I think if we just manage our altitude, I mean, I can still see over 10 miles.
Well, good thing is we're flying the valleys, so there's a crap ton of airports if we need to land.
Yeah,
so
we have lots of alternatives. You know, if we get up in the air and it doesn't look good, we can always come right back. I think the conditions here are not deteriorating, so yeah, I think we're good.
But we should go.
Yep, I think we should get home, not push our luck, because we know more's coming. More moisture's on its way. The window's closing, I'll just say
Bugaboo would still like his dinner served on time.
Yeah. Based on the cameras at home, Bugaboo's basking in the sunlight.
Right, he's not up yet, but he'll be up soon.
Yeah, exactly. So where do we want to put the cookie?
I'd say just put her in the back. I think she'll fit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turning into my sister.
No sap on my jacket is a bonus.
Right.
And then this guy.
This guy.
I think you did feed it through the back here, but I think you could feed it through the front.
Yeah, they took a few inches off of it, so let's see what happens. Yeah, that's gonna work good.
Yep.
Pretty good. I think that'll work. Clear prop.
There's some moisture up there for sure, but it doesn't seem to be lowering the ceilings and it doesn't seem to be affecting visibility. Those are all good things, of course. Missoula ground, Skylane 52337. We have Tango. We're at Minuteman and we're ready to taxi for a VFR departure to the north, 5237.
Here.
Yeah, it is. What a weather change. That's what it showed on the radar, was basically better at home, so it made sense to go, not worse at home. And yeah, it improved while you were taking a nap. The weather got better.
Yep.
I do take it as a slight compliment that either one of two things. I put Alyssa to sleep, or I fly so well that Alyssa just conks out. Yay, thanks for going with me. I'm so glad we took this trip. It was totally worth it.
It was worth it.
I'm glad it worked out, because you know what? They don't always work out.
Yep.
So. And we got to put some time in the old logbook. And we've triple-double extra special made friends with our friends at the Missoula FBO.
And we're not back at night.
Yeah, it's the first daytime landing you and I've had
and
together
it's not windy as
in a
here.
long time. Yep. All right, music's going off.